Good morning, good afternoon. I guess it's afternoon here. It's probably not morning for anybody at this stage, but hi everybody. Welcome to our very, very professional final restream here on the ALTTPR ladder channel. I am the Dunka here with Herfy Durfy. Herfy, how you doing, man?
Yeah, doing all right. Had a pretty interesting Saturday so far. So now I'm ready to settle in at 8 p.m. Watch some
Awesome.
people race.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Very cool. So yes, this is our very professional final casual boots grand championship winner take all. We have 15 racers in this race. We're about ready to get this started here. I'm just waiting for the last one to check in, and then yeah, we'll have a little fun today. Just some fun. Nothing major. Hold on here.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty casual. I'll get it.
Yeah. All right. I just went ahead and set the last one up here, and I think we're about ready to get this thing going. All right. So, as everybody knows, Casual Boots is all about escape, and once escape is done, we will know exactly who's going to win this race. In fact, after like 5-ish minutes, everybody can kind of leave because it's kind of a foregone conclusion.
Yeah, we're gonna have a very quick restream here.
Yep. And they're off. All right. So, yeah, there's going to be no synchronization. We're going to switch back and forth between feeds. We're going to, change a few things here and there. We'll even listen in on some people. Let's listen in on Ares Escape, shall we?
Mm-hmm. I think that's a good idea.
Let's see what they have to say. This is kind of why I like doing these casual ones, just because you could have some fucking fun with it.
I don't really like putting any pressure or like undue expectations on Ari, but if anyone can show us how escape is done, it's probably him, right?
Probably yes. Turn up his audio just a little bit. Again, we're going to be very, very professional today. What is the average escape time with casual boots? You want to be five. Like we'll see. We'll see a couple of these people get wreck right at 5 minutes, but usually 5:10, 5:15 is pretty good. That's usually what I would expect with casual boots. Like me, because I don't play this shit anymore. I think if I were to do it right now, I get like a 5:20. So, and yeah, everybody tuning in again. We're just having a little bit of fun today. The winner of this will be the forever grand champion of casual boots of all time. They will never have that taken away from them. And yeah, they'll take that one to the grave.
The Eternal Cas Boots Champion.
Yes, that's a good title. Like I think that's a pretty fucking good title.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Can
Ari.
you tell me why that one chest count on Humbug's tracker is yellow?
Because he is using and I can actually tell you who's using what for people that don't know. Yeah, all 4 of them are actually using it. That's good. I'm glad people are getting migrated over. So that right there is the Muffins build of the community tracker. And you can set it to show. So we have the long ass time ago, we made a change to the tracker when we added cross keys and we added entrance modes to show the dungeon tracking on the chest counts. And Muffins build has a toggleable to turn that on and off on the build that I'm still hosting.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can see like Ares is off, so he's got it turned off. Who else? Jamo is using the key sanity, like the full key, so he can track keys and compasses as well. But also has his turned on. I think, yeah, I'm really glad that I've actually noticed my analytics on the community trackers plummeted, which is what I want because I'm shutting it off next month. and they've all migrated over there. I've talked to Muffins about it. Muffins is going to continue to maintain that tracker indefinitely, so I'm happy about that.
Nice.
Yeah.
I mean,
And
Muffins has done a great job of, kind of extending and upgrading
Yeah.
to various things, and good passing of the torch, I'd say.
Yeah, and he's had some good support. Some other people chiming in and putting some stuff in as well, which is exactly what when I started doing it, people joined what I was doing. So like Gem put in the sphere tracking, Banta did the auto tracking module. Catobat did a shit ton of stuff. I can't even begin to go over the stuff Catobat put in. And that's why it's called the community trackers, because a lot of people put some into it. But yeah, I'm glad that Muffins is going to continue to maintain it, and he's enhanced some of the features that were in there, especially for like doors tracking. We had talked about that previously. That it's like if you're a doors player, you can play. The version, you could use the version that I had, but it's probably not going to get you very far, just because it's not quite as robust. And so that's one of those things that when I knew what was going down with it, I talked to him. I sent a DM out to Muffins to tell me the truth. Are you going to maintain this? He's like, yeah, I'm going to keep going. So it's like, perfect. And like an hour later, I had the notice up saying, hey, we're shutting this fucker down, and I'd recommend just migrating over to it. So 458. Grand champion of all time, ladies and gentlemen. Man.
Yeah. Top 5, pretty good.
Yeah.
As expected, really.
I mean, is he still world record holder, or is he number 2 again?
I honestly don't really know. I think he might be number 2 if you're counting Eddie, whatever his name is now.
Yeah, but didn't Eddie pull his time down and all that shit too?
I mean, maybe. That's usually what he does. Right?
I guess it depends what day of the week it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so... Anyway, so yeah, I guess they only got they got a bottle and they got a glove out of it. And Aries skipping the lumberjack check. I think you do in the case like this. 15 racers this was invite only. So you
very nice tree pull, though.
Yeah, man, love bombs on tree pulls. There's the other boots, because we're running this from Sahabat. Sword on there. Interesting. Unlikely that they will go after it, but hey, who knows?
Yeah, that would be surprising, but not unheard of, I guess.
If it's AGA required, then yes, you're going to grab it at some point. Like, you're just going to... Because you already have everything you need.
Right. And that's not really going to be the only scenario where that matters, because if you don't have AGA required, you're not killing AGA for like a tempered sword or whatever.
Exactly. Oh, fuck that. Hell no.
Dude, how to play non-entrance? I forgot.
So yeah, here in about 10-15 minutes, I'm going to be pulling up some of my other streams. We've got, again, everybody's racing right now. We have 15 different racers. I'm going to be taking a peek and see how other people are doing as well, and we might throw some other people in on this and switch people in and out, and again, we'll have some fun with it.
It's definitely going to be interesting. I mean, we can't guarantee that everyone gets the same amount of screen time just because of the sheer number of racers, but we're going to switch them off and, switch around a bit.
Yeah.
Keep it interesting.
Yeah, it's difficult to judge. For it's going to take a little bit before we know, oh, this person's way ahead. Because you never know, they might skip a chest. I always reminisce. There's some flippers. I reminisce about the original Key Sanity tournament back in 2017, where this exact scenario was happening, where it was the tiebreaker race, and there was like 20 of us in there, and so I think it was winner take all, and I was so far ahead of everybody else by like 20 minutes, but I skipped one chest. And as soon as they realized that the reason I was so far ahead is I skipped one specific chest that had the Thieves Town Big Key in it, they took me off stream real fast, because it was the Blaine chest. It was the big key chest in Eastern. That's why we call it the Blaine chest.
I think everyone can relate to that, though.
Yeah.
I mean, who hasn't, skipped something in their end of career and it came back to bite them in the ass?
Absolutely.
Even I, not having played in years, remember, I think, a match against Vitorp way back in the day.
Oh, wow. That's Dayton. Yeah.
I never checked Hobo, and Hobo had my sword that I needed, my master sword. So that lost me the game.
So we do have a slight bit of divergence here, which is not normal in these, but we do have Magno down in the bottom right, skipped CAC, and just went straight south, which is a little surprising getting a bottle. Like, I'm amazed. I'm a little surprised that people would do that, getting bottle out of escape. You almost want to get that extra check-in. I know that people sometimes do that because they don't have bottle, but
maybe that's kind of the reason, because it's a big race, and everyone's gonna check the kit, so you're just gambling on saving, I don't know, 5 seconds, 10 seconds.
Sorry, I gotta interrupt. Which kid?
Oh, Lazy Kid, of course.
Thank you. Jesus
How could
Christ,
I forget so late in our career?
Oh my God, you're just not going to get paid this month. There's no money. No money for you. No money for you. I didn't write the checks, man.
How am I going to pay my bills now?
I know he writes the checks, not me. You've insulted him for the last time.
I think he's actually happier with me calling him Sick Kid than you calling him Lazy Kid all the time. So I feel like you're not getting paid, and I'm getting double.
I never get paid. We do see a mirror down there, which means there was a mirror down there in Mini Moldorm Cave, because I do not believe Magna went all the way to Ice Red Cave.
We also grabbed a flute somewhere. I definitely saw a flute.
That was probably in Mini Moldorm as well, yeah. We'll find out in about 45 seconds, because Aries is going to be in there.
Yep.
Which, hey, that flute is huge. Because now, in Magno's case, going to be able to turn that in before hitting CAC. So, hey, it turned. I mean, that's 30 seconds. That's light years in a race like this. So, it's one of those tiny little things where it actually did matter.
Yeah, where it actually, happened to work out for him, because obviously he didn't know the flute was going to be in there.
Well, yeah. But, yeah. Oh, Airy. NMG Pro, man. NMG Pro. There's the mirror, too, yeah. So they're both in here. So how much checking desert side? I love checking desert early in casual boots. I do enjoy it.
I also got a good amount of money in there. I mean, not that I think anyone really wants to check Zora right away, but
No, probably not, but I'll be interested to see. This is one of those checks that people skip often here, is the Agena check. So if there's something here, like a glove maybe, or more money, I guess.
More money.
More monies. All right, so Aries turning in that flute. Magno is also turning in flute, but again, hasn't quite been here yet. But so yeah, now they're going to be doing the same thing for the next, Well, actually, I mean, Airy actually, I say this jokingly, but Airy does have a slight sizable lead here early on, just because he's already turned in that flute, so he's 20, 30 seconds up on everybody that we've seen.
Mm-hmm.
He's probably going to straight up to Death Mountain, or is he going to check the corners? He's going to check the corners. Okay.
Yeah, I might as well,
Yeah, why not? This is the time to do it. I mean, you've got it. He could fake Flipper here, or do it. No, I'm sorry, no Moon Pearl. My bad. No Moon Pearl. So, and he has flippers.
We could real Flipper.
Yeah, I was going to say, he actually has flippers, but you can't store here properly. You could do a, so he's going to do the single store, but because, how does this work because this works just fine. So he's got one stored with flippers. So it's going to drop down. Okay, that's what I thought. So he drops down, he gets it here. So now he's lost his storage, right? Okay, I thought so. I just want to make sure.
Still, it obviously saves some time, right? So better than nothing.
Save 5-10 seconds there. My cat has woken up. She's going to want food here really soon, and so I'm going to step away. There's your second sword. That basically means that sword that's on the Lumberjack is like 99% dead.
Yeah, I mean, the only reason they would still do anything else now is if they have to kill Aga for Moon Pearl, right?
Yeah, pretty much. I guess technically Glove Hammer. Yeah, there is a case. There's a case for it. It's just unlikely at this stage. Although Although early flippers is that you start thinking about it. What's that hobo today? Boom at hobo. That's an easy one to miss.
Yep.
Okay.
10 bumps
all right.
from Zora, not the greatest.
Yeah, so we do got something here. So hobo's one of those checks. You miss it early, you kind of just don't check it for a bit.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those things where you really have to like consciously make the decision. I'm now gonna go check hobo.
Yep. And then we got a Death Mountain check here. Let's see what's going on here. And looks like Tito's down in Eastern. Now he did. Oh, he does have the bow as well. He must have picked that up. I didn't notice that he went to hobo. That would make sense why he's there. I did see Magno. Magno's there as well, so that makes sense. They both have it. It is a crystal. I mean, I think that the lantern is probably not super important in this scenario. I think they'll be fine.
I would assume not.
I think they'll be just fine. Jamo's going to go ahead and get his bow too. So Hump and Airy are the two that are probably not going to get that. They're not going to get their bow anytime soon.
At least not unless they stumble upon the second one. This has progressive bows, right?
Yes, this is progressive. So half magic in Eastern. So we'll see.
Is there even a mode without progressive bows these days?
Probably
stuff.
We have retro modes that don't have it.
Okay.
What was one of the others? We had a few ladder modes that didn't. Open Plus had non-progressive bows. There was a patron mode that didn't.
Z3.
Z3, yeah. Okay. All right. Well, there's your Mitts. Mitzer and Hera. This will be interesting. I mean, if he finds the big key here, he can continue. Nope, he's out. That's fine.
There we go.
I mean, he got to come back at some point to get this. You don't have Hook for speed. Pick up those mitts. We're still Moon Pearl hunting, though. Something tells me Moon... Let's see. Oh, no, we've already hit the Lantern Lock section of Eastern, so it's likely not here. And we're going to check I wonder if he's going to Boyne Shed this, if he's going to Bunny Boyne Shed. Yep, he's going to go for it. Did you get it? No, he didn't. He's trying to sneak it in there. He got it. Okay.
Yeah, that looks good.
So Boyne Shed. Unfortunately, Boyne could not be with us here today. That's a sexy hook. Boyne had other priorities to deal with today, so he was not able to join. He was welcome to join. About 5 players weren't able to make it today. So I saw Turtle Rock was a pendant. Looks like it was Thieves Town, Pod, and Turtle Rock. I know that Tam wasn't able to join today. There's a few others, too, that weren't able to join.
Yeah, unfortunately, we're missing a couple people, but, as is always the case with rando scheduling, you're never going to get everyone.
Yeah. So, what are we missing here?
Nice quick warp. Wow, 10 out of 10.
Because...
Maybe you should grab that.
Yeah, so we have the desert checks here, which are in logic. Because that hook is not. So it's likely it's either going to be... could be Lantern... or Moon Pearl, probably here in Desert. I think that's it.
Yeah, I'm not sure what else it could be, really.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's all we've got left here in the early game. We have, again, Eastern is sequence broken. It doesn't look like there's anything in Eastern. No, Eastern's a dud. So Aries is
on could we find that book and it's on a tablet or something weird?
Good. And we could have we could continue this little stretch of Moon Pearl. Yeah. King's Tomb. We forgot about King's Tomb. Right, that opened up. Right. There's Hammer, but not Moon Pearl. That opens up more checks on Death Mountain and Logic. And no Fire Source, so You can check one here, and that's it. So King's Tomb was a dud, which means it's here, or it's up on Paradox side and all that jazz. This will be the last check for Aerie, unless it's Fire Source. Nope. Last item is on the boss. So this is going to be one of those shitty scenarios where you're going to go up on Death Mountain, and it's going to be like Lantern is going to be up there, and then you're going to be forced to come back here.
Mm-hmm. It certainly could be, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Lantern up there opens up Aga, too. So...
yeah, it's not great. The only thing I'm thinking about is that Aerie can get over there pretty quickly with this hookshot now, at least.
Yep. Yeah,
Still
it's
not,
gonna.
you know.
Yeah, it's in sequence, out of sequence. The way he's gonna do it, it's gonna be out of sequence. But yeah. So yeah, we're all 5 of these guys are coming together. Like, there's not a lot left. I think that Ares is a slight bit ahead early on here, but it's still so super early. I haven't even bothered looking at anybody else. I haven't even bothered yet, so we'll wait another 20-30 minutes before we start checking other streams to see who's got what. Again, thanks for everyone who's joining us today. This is our kind of our farewell. We're gonna have some fun, kick back, have a drink or two. See how these guys do, and then at the end of this, there's Ether, and then a nice little 10-minute farewell rant at the end of this. By then, I'll have enough booze in me, and I would highly recommend sticking around for that. I've already kind of thought out some of the stuff that I need to get off my chest. So, oh, there's Pearl.
There we go.
So now I'm Pearl, Hammer, Mitts, Hook. Like, everything is open.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, there's no restrictions. Like, everything is available right now for the most part. Yeah, there we go. I'm just gonna kill the server. It's like, fuck it. It's just like,
gonna be a live stream of the power switch.
Yeah,
of the server.
Oh, that's exactly what I'll do. I'll just go ahead and switch it over there, and then yeah, delete confirm. Oh no, that would actually be hilarious. That would be kind of funny, actually. It would. If I was in the right mood set, I would consider it. The right mindset, yeah. So, let's see what Aerie does here. He's probably going to go ahead and check the... he's just going to check Hookshot Cave and all that shit.
I mean, yeah, you might as well when you're here, right?
Yeah.
Especially with that out of logic hookshot, it's going to be super helpful to just get this out of the way.
Wayne, how you doing, buddy? Wish you were in here. I'm having RC and vanilla vodka. This is my soda drink of choice. If you have access to these ingredients, I would highly recommend trying it. But it has to be exactly these ingredients. Did you make a drink?
I'm drinking a 12-year Bowmore.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You're fucking around.
I mean, you know.
Yeah. Desert was required for Death Mountain Pearl. Nice. Not fucking around. I like that. That's not my drink. That's not my style, but I respect it.
Yeah, I can't, do too much of it, but every now and again when I want to drink, I really enjoy it.
Let's see what's in Hookshot Cave. This is a big one, just to see if there is anything potentially in here. So far, it's been a big fat dud, and it is, in fact, a big fat dud.
Bummer.
Yeah, Herfy, would you mind going solo for about a minute while I go feed my cat?
No, go ahead. I can entertain these people.
Not a euphemism. I'm actually going to go ahead and feed my cat. So, I will be back in 1 minute.
All right, you have fun.
Come on, Kiva. Come on.
Really curious what that will be a euphemism for, but
I don't know what the other 5-6 is, quite frankly. I don't care.
Let's see what else we're gonna see here. Aerie is gonna check Hype Cave, so maybe he'll find something here. Basically, as Duncan was saying earlier, the whole world is his oyster, as it is, as we like to say. And that is a lot of hard pieces. Still nothing worthwhile at all. I remember hearing Ari say earlier when he was checking Desert Ledge he maybe should pick up the 20 that was on the Desert Ledge. And look at his rupee count now. I feel like he made the right choice not picking that up.
I need bombos. I need cane. And fire rod. And bow. It's a non-zero amount of items. Can we do it twice?
Alright, looks like we're doing Swamp.
We're gonna full click swamp though.
We got 2 people in Desert right now. I'm checking Spiral Cave.
Look at your treats. Treat time. Pick you up.
Looks like there's some trouble with the cats on Donka's side.
Yo, what's Valentine?
Oh, my cat is an interesting animal.
And Kane of Samaria for
What I
Ari
miss?
right here.
Ooh, early swamp.
You missed a hype cave that also had absolutely nothing, and Ari
Okay.
just found a Kane of Samaria in the first desert swamp chest.
Swamp chest. Awesome.
One of the rooms of all time. I don't
Wow, the things are going to be so wide open here.
I'm still not quite sure where all the other guys got their bows from, to be honest.
find.
Oh yeah, Hobo.
They're
Yeah.
hobo, yeah. Yeah, I'm going to start taking a peek at some of the other streams here just to see where people are at. And if I miss one, I apologize. See, Skip Frosh is just got Hammer, it looks like, and is about ready to go. He doesn't have Moon Pearl yet, so a little bit behind there. Flip Heel, same. Just picked up Hammer, going to get Moon Pearl. Let's see where Scottish Brave is at. Same scenario. Let's see, same there. Oh my god, everybody I'm looking at are at the exact same spot. In Desert. They're all in Desert or just got out of Desert.
Oh, we got someone else getting their hook shot. That's good.
Yep. They can get it now in Logic. This is crazy. Like, every single person I'm checking are all... They just finished Desert area. So, it looks like what we've got here is actually who's in the lead.
Oh, there's gonna be a sword left side.
So... Yeah, Bo is on Hobo, so at least the first Bo is on Hobo.
Clear.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see because, like, right now it looks like Ari is doing really well for himself, but if he never finds a second bow, it could be a big hiccup.
That's one of those things. We said it right when it happened. Is like, Hobo is one of those tricky spots. You could easily just miss it the entire time. Oh, yeah, I didn't see everybody's status. I just noticed where they were at. I'm assuming the majority of them probably do have it. Wow, this is really difficult with Master Sword, but he did a pretty good job. And I didn't notice on Tito's stream if he found the second item yet.
Nice. 5-cycle face.
It doesn't look like he's
I'm not
got
sure.
it, which means it could be fire locked in the basement. We'll see what the let's see what Shifty Snake drops. Nope, there it is. It's just an item. Do 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 do. Octopath Traveler is a good game.
All right, and we do have our first crystal. Almost missed that. I mean, that was a pretty nice Argus, considering he had no fire rod, a master sword, and nothing else basically.
Yeah, so Aries got his first. Our 3 runners in the bottom all have Eastern, and then Teto also has just finished Terra. So,
I should just do it.
all right. Where do you go now? Because again, you have so many options. He did just pick up his cane. Now Pot is pendant. Thieves Town is pendant. So you don't really want to go do those unless you have to. Oh, he's getting his bow. Here we go.
Oh, nice. All right, that will make
Yeah.
it easier for him to decide for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, he'll almost certainly head to Eastern. The question's going to be is if he also goes into Pod. Like, I love Pendant Pod, but I'm also not racing, so
Are we potting?
I haven't raced this in a long time. I have raced a decent amount of Z1 though.
Weird.
It's we talked briefly about it. It's a good game.
I can't do it.
It's
I
good.
love the game
It's
dearly,
fun.
but man,
It's got its pluses and its minuses. It's got its pluses and its
Yeah.
minuses for sure. But I actually have been enjoying it. That will be actually part of our little discussion that we're going to have in about an hour. I can't wait. Well, we're getting a catfish check here. Oh, and he's also going to be able to turn this mushroom in. That's probably why he's doing it, because he can do both. Or did he do this and I just missed it? Or did he forget?
I don't remember him doing it, but that doesn't mean he didn't do it.
Same. I don't recall him doing it either, but it doesn't mean that he didn't. It was nothing. I think it was 10 arrows, because I saw Humma do it.
But there's 15 people in the race,
All right.
so
I love hearing racers talk about it as they're racing it to get their perspective on what's what.
Yeah, oftentimes it's really interesting to like follow their thought process and see how they make their decisions and stuff.
Yep. All right, so here we go. And he is opening this up, so he's probably going to do pod. He is probably going to do pod.
I mean, on the one hand, I can understand it. On the other hand, it's like you're going to open 10 chests and it's all going to be keys until you finally get to something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing about doing like a pendant pod here, so the things he basically hasn't done Village of Outcast yet. That's kind of the only option that he's got at this stage is Village, which is also pendant. And you're coming over here anyway. He hasn't done this yet. He's missing a fire source. He just realized he forgot the mushroom.
but also
He did forget it. He did not do it. Okay. I didn't think he did, but... Oh, and yeah, it's Quake is Turtle Rock. Hopefully we won't need to go in there. Looks like Tito's doing his Hera. Jammo just finished Hera. And Magno's doing his Hera as well, so... Oh, we get a Spike check.
Mm-hmm.
And Ares is going to be the first into pod. Humba's going to do Eastern, which Ares is going to be doing right after this. I am assuming that Tito's got a ferry. Okay, yeah. Otherwise, he
Imagine.
otherwise he's not going to be in a very good mood here because he does not have a safety. So you got a hook right there. He's got it. Okay, because that's going to do 3 hearts of damage. And you got nothing.
At least it was a full heart.
Yeah. So, all right. So it looks like Ares doing Eastern first. Makes sense. If he finds a fire source here, like if he finds Fire Rod, he's probably going to skip pod. Because that would put him...
doing in this situation. Like we're literally
Jesus.
Bombos and Fire Rod away from go.
Yeah. He just needs Fire Rod and Bombos. He literally said exactly the same thing I was going to say a second ago. So he's not that far off here. All right, I'm going to start taking a peek at other people and see if we have any fire source on here. Nothing there. Although Skipfrosh is in pod, it looks like. Nothing. Excuse me. Nothing there. Let's see. Nothing there. So far, I'm looking at everybody and no one has a fire source. Kind of wild. Looks like we do finally have a runner in Thievestone, though.
Okay.
Which we have not seen yet. Oh. Is he doing it? Is he doing it? Go up! Oh. You know what I haven't seen yet? I have not seen anybody go in Skullwoods. And that's actually what I'm actively looking for right now, is to see if anybody has hit Skullwoods yet. And not seeing anything yet. I'm so disappointed in these people. I am so fucking disappointed in these people. Well,
Heather
okay.
in chat is saying that Flip Heel has gone into his
Did he?
skull, maybe?
Let's go to, he doesn't have an, oh, he's in there right now. He's in there right now.
No, there you go.
He's in there right now. All right. I'm watching this one specifically. So let's see what we got here. I'm not paying attention to anything that's happening on the restream. I'm specifically watching Flip Heel at the moment on my other monitor. So
looks like there was an ice rod in there.
yep, he's got that on his tracker, which unfortunately in this case it doesn't mean anything. Did he? Oh, he used the key improperly. He key locked himself.
Oh no.
Oh, now he's got to go in the back road, and he could totally lock himself out here. That would be really bad. This is going to be a key, likely. I'm sorry, I know you can't see what I'm seeing, but I'm 100% watching. If anything happens on... it's okay. Unfortunately...
We've got 2 people on the Armos Knights.
Yeah.
Humbug actually just finished, only hit a piece of heart, and Aries going to be right behind him.
So I do have bad news. Skullwoods was a dud. It's a dud.
Oh no.
Ice Rod was in there. You might need it. The problem is that by the time you would need it, you're going to go in there because you're going to fire rod.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'm very curious on where we go next.
Yeah, same. I'm assuming
I'm
Aries is
assuming
going
we're
to
in
dip
a
in the
pod.
pod.
Yep.
Was the plan all along, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
And
it looks like Humbug is going to Skull Woods, I would guess.
nice.
Maybe Thieves Town.
Well, he's a good man, good man. Unfortunately, he's going to be disappointed, but it is the correct play always. Did we get...
Oh, looks like we're checking Village of Outcasts first. Makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. All right, I am looking. I'm going to spoil it if there's anything important here. I'll say this, there is something in here. There is certainly a required item in this pod somewhere. I won't say what it is, but you'll find it when we all see it. But there is... I won't spoil it. It's spoiled.
Well, Aries just hovered over the Bombos, so if that was it, we
That
just
was
got
it.
it.
That was definitely it. I mean, that's required for Meyer, which you don't want to go into without a fire source. But what are you going to do? I mean...
Yeah, you certainly don't want to. We'll have to see if and where they can dig up the fire rod.
Well, it also opens up ice. So... I mean, you could just channel your inner Thelaine and just immediately go to Ice Palace. Like, I don't think you would want to do that, but you could. Like, I can totally see Aerie doing it though.
I mean, he might.
Yeah.
Just for the fun of it.
Yeah. And then we have Skip Crush is in ice right now. Actually, he just stepped in. Yeah. So we're still looking for a fire rod or any fire source for fuck's sake. So, all right, I'm gonna, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch one of these streams out real quick. I'm gonna put Skip Frosh in here because they're doing stuff that we have not seen yet. So I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna add a stream. And so, multi-stream is a fantastic website. The ability to add a stream like that is very, very nice. So we do get to see a little bit of Ice Palace here. It's something that no one has been into yet. So, and then...
So where does Aerie go? He finally turns in his mushroom.
Yeah, he's going to get his 10 arrows. Like, I'm going to suspect... I bet he goes to Ice. There's 15 total winners.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not going to put more than 6 on because it gets unviewable. You just can't really see it. So, but I wouldn't be shocked to find Fire Rod and Ice. That's where else would it be?
Yeah, it wouldn't be the first time.
Oh, and there you go. He's going it. He's doing the thing. I mean, he has Kane. Like, there's no reason not to do this. Skip from Shoes in the bottom right, who we just added, does not have Kane. So he's going to have to do this the long way.
Yeah, no icebreaker for him.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's actually going to be helpful or not. I mean, you got to go through here.
Yeah,
at one point anyways.
it's going to save time. Yeah, there's compass on this side. So now look at this. He has to go back because he doesn't have a key. And he's going to go back to the drop room, and he's going to go in the other way. So a little bit of double backing here. I hate Ice Palace. I hate Ice Palace with a passion.
Yeah, it's not great.
It's because there's no proper way to route it. Like, you could route it 100 different ways, and in scenario X, this works, and it's wrong in these scenarios. Oh, yeah, he doesn't have it. He's going to bomb jump this. He's going to try to bomb jump this. Oh, this is going to set him back. This is actually one of the easier bomb jumps, but there he goes. He got it. We're also going to have a purple chest check. And unfortunately, up in top right now, that's be Tito's stream, he's burning his magic the only efficient way that he can, and it's taking forever. He's trying to fake powder this. It's going to take a while. There, we got there. This would be a big find if there was something here. Fire Rod here would be insane.
That would be crazy, yeah.
It is red, but not what he wants.
Not quite.
Not quite, yeah. So, taking a look up here at Airy, he's found 2 items in here already. Nothing important. Where are the fire sources at?
He's just making his way through.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah,
I really don't know.
Kind of amazing. We haven't seen a.
Oh, well, there it is.
He's in go mode. We have the first go mode. Where else would it be? Seriously, where else would it be?
Yeah, I mean, we said this earlier, and it came true.
Yeah.
To no one's surprise, really.
Yep.
Oh my god.
So I am going to suspect Heron Fairy has Tempered Sword. Great information, because Airy is sure as shit not going to go there. But we're going to see it here in a second.
That up as well.
Yeah, Humba's going to see it.
Like...
If he immediately goes to pick up his Bombos, that he would need to immediately go get Bombos, which means he has to go immediately go to Pod, and he's heading in that. He's heading that direction. No, he's not.
Oh nah. I think he'd immediately have to basically beeline the correct route, which seems kind of unlikely with all the stuff that's open.
It is. He's doing the one check up here first. It's a singleton check. So Airy has got a huge lead. Oh, we got a graveyard. Let's check. This is horrible. Yeah, Airy's just going to rip through these now, because he'll finish Desert. He'll do Hera when he goes to GT. He'll go mode Skullwoods. He'll go mode as little as he can of this. So, and Frosh just barely gets through that Ice Palace. So good news, bad news. Frosh is in the right location. The bad news is he is never going to go. Well, okay. Let me change. Okay, he's not going to go there now. But where else would you go? Do you immediately go to Mire area? If he goes to Mire, he's going to get his hook. Okay, he's not. He's going to do Skullwoods. Makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense. So, yeah, unfortunately, like, no one's got the... I'm looking at everybody else's here. A lot of people are in Swamp right now. I see nobody else with Fire Rod yet. But the people with Ice Rod, they are the real winners. Because they went to Skullwoods. Yeah, he's not been to Village of Outcasts yet. He's going to have that weird-looking track. Well, he doesn't map track, but he would have that weird-looking tracker that's got all the green to the left. So, I don't call it yet. who knows what could happen? And Aerie is going to be on Master Sword, probably silverless, which I'm sure he's fine with. Fourth Sword is on Lumberjack, so we know where all the swords are at. We knew that early on, so he will be on Master Sword for sure because there's no way he's going to find that fourth sword.
Yeah, the only thing that might make it faster is if he happens upon the second bow, but
Yep.
you know,
Yeah, I mean,
seems unlikely.
He's never done Master Sword silverless before. I don't even know if he can do it.
I mean, it's going to take him a while, probably.
Well, it's going to take him a while for sure because it is what it is.
Mhm.
I don't want to call a race this early, but I'm not going to lie to you, no one's even close.
Yeah, as I said, it's going to be hard catching
Yeah.
up to Aerie at this point. He's
Skip-
just going to wander through all the crystal palaces. And
He's
that's
gonna,
be it.
yeah. Skip Frosh is probably closest, but without that hook shot, has no reason. Now his next check is likely to go down to do the Mire area because he can actually finish Mire, but he's still has to go back and redo. He has still Swamp to do. It's just far behind.
Yeah,
I mean-
it's finding the item does not equal also having all the checks done that the item unlocks. So
Yeah. So let's see what happens. And I think I'm gonna go make another drink. So
That sounds good to me.
let me slam this thing. Give me a sec.
I remembered what I needed to do, I swear.
Oh yeah, that's that good shit. I'll be right back.
you have a good one. I'm gonna watch Aerie fight. What's his face with all the eyes? I know saying with all the eyes in ALTTP is kind of not really narrowing it down. But you know. Alright, 7 arrows to the big one. There we go. That is crystal number 4 for Aerie. Yeah, I guess as Duncan said, he's gonna do Hero and he goes up to GT. What else is left?
He's got Skullwoods. He's gonna do Desert now, and then he's got Skullwoods.
Yeah.
He already
Okay,
has
makes
he already
sense.
has the big key. He just needs to do the back of Desert here because he didn't have a fire source.
I mean, this really turned out to work out extremely nicely for Aerie.
So here's a secret that I bet people don't know. Aerie's good at this game.
So I can't go
Yeah, I know it's very surprising to me as well, but you know.
He actually has been racing recently. I've seen his stream on. He's been doing a lot of cross keys entrance, doors mode, and stuff like this. Oh, did Tenet finally did he get his hook? Oh, he doesn't have his hook yet.
Nope.
Oh wait. I've got the wrong stream. Where's Tenet? Tenet. Right here, Tenet. Hook. Yes. Yeah, he's on a different stream. Let's go ahead and put him in here, actually. Let's get him in here. I'm going to... let's take... Who's way behind here? Who doesn't have fire? Oh, I can pick and choose here. Let's do this. I'm going to go bottom left is going to be Tenet. Let's confirm. Yeah, looks like Tenet's also in go mode.
That's what I get for not using both.
Still has to do... He's doing Skullwoods. Still has to do Mire. Not far behind. Has to do Mire. Harrow's there. Has to go back and do Desert. Does have Tempered Sword. The problem here is Aerie has to finish Harrow, which he'll do before GT, and Skullwoods, which would be pretty fast. Tenet has to go do Desert, which probably do next. Hera, which you could do at the end there. Finishing Skullwoods now, but has to do Mire.
Yeah, Mire's the big one.
Yeah, the big key was in the left side top chest, so it's not super deep. I mean, he definitely has an advantage with that temperate sword, though. I guarantee
It
you,
really helps, yeah.
Aerie ain't getting it. He's not getting that thing.
I
So
would be extremely surprised.
there's zero chance. If Aerie gets temperate sword, I will shut down ladder today. That's how sure I am.
You expect to find one on the way?
Oh, sorry, yes. I apologize, yeah. I apologize, yeah. So, yeah, can I switch these easily?
That's the short.
It's fine. We don't need to. It's kind of a two-horse race, and Aerie's got maybe a 2-minute lead. So the two swords are in Pyramid Fairy and Lumberjack. Basically, two places you don't want to ever check. So yeah, Aerie's not finding either of those, because Aerie's just going to finish this, is going to go straight to Death Mountain, finish Hera, and then dive.
Be done with it.
Yeah. So I'm saying 2 minutes, because that's about how long it's going to take for Tenet to catch up on Meyer. And now 3 minutes, because Tenet still has to do Desert as well. Who else is in Go here? Yeah, Flip Heel's in Go. Let's get Flip Heel in here. So we're gonna have to change out. Let's take Magno off here. Ugh, Twitch. I pay for Twitch Turbo, and I still have to deal with this shit. All right, so we've got here. Is there anybody else in Go mode? You don't have Fire Rod. You don't have Fire Rod. You don't have Fire Rod. You don't have Fire, but you're about to get it. You're almost there. You don't have Fire Rod, but you're getting close to it. You don't have Fire Rod. You don't have Fire Rod. I think this is what we've got. So I think this is kind of what we've got here. So, I wish I could change these easily. All right, so Ares stepping into Hera. And then, yeah, Tenet's, I think she's, I think 3 minutes. Because she still has to go back and finish Desert. Which isn't difficult, but...
She does have the big key as well, right? So she can just do what Aerie did and warp straight to the back, which it's not that bad.
Yeah, she had to go in there to do that because the mitts were in there, which were required.
Right.
So you would have just found it incidentally. So I'm gonna switch this up here as Aerie is about to go into GT already. So I'm gonna go like this, and I'm gonna go like this. I know this is funky. Give me a break here. And then who else is close here? It'd be Flip Heel, right? So we're going to switch Flip Heel and Tito. So our top 3 runners are in Go. Oh, actually, I think they're all in Go mode at this stage. They're just behind. Like right there, Skip Frost just found Kane in Go mode. Well, was it... Yeah, it was required for Meyer, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, these weeklies where they haven't had weekly streams like SRL hasn't done, or not SRL. Speed Gaming hasn't SRL. I just did that. I just showed the age. Like Speed Gaming hasn't done weeklies in months. With all the shit going on, they are so fucking busy. Like their schedule is packed. These are nice to do. These are kind of fun. These were kind of our hopes when we did our ladder relaunch with these big group races, is that we would get more of these. And unfortunately, for 20 different circumstances, it just didn't happen. No fault of ours, and no fault of anybody in particular. It's kind of where we're at.
Yeah, it just kind of worked out that way. I mean, we did what we could, and we had a few good ones.
Yep. All right, I'm going to take a couple of these out. I apologize, Tito and Humba. You are not going to be making it today, I don't believe. They're far enough behind now where I can feel pretty good about this. It looks like Aerie is going to... Aerie's going to go ahead and Blaine route this. You know, for the longest time, I would say Buoyant Route best route. I do not agree any longer.
Nice.
I am a Hope Room left guy. One of the few.
I see.
And I could give you 1,000 reasons why. And every reason is the same. The numbers say that full right is a low percentage chance. But I understand why people do it. Well, it's okay. So math-wise, the reason why they do it is because two reasons. One, you don't have to clear the Stalfo room, which is one of the most annoying fucking rooms in the dungeon. But two, if you take all the possibilities into equation or into account, and you put them all in one area, it takes the shortest amount of time to full clear all 22 checks, doing it Buoyant Route. But because the 4 on the right are 5% chances each, I don't give a fuck about those chests. Because every other chest before that, leading all the way up to, not including the 3 behind Armos, but everything else before that is like a 8 to 9% chance.
I always forget.
So yeah, that's why I go off the numbers. Hope Room is easy, and then you just fucking do what's got a higher percentage chance. There's your reasoning today, boys and girls. Take that as you will from a guy who doesn't play anymore.
I'm like, yeah, sure. I mean, if I actually cared about this, I would definitely agree or not agree.
It's that's the reason I do it.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. No, I mean it's not even a rant. I'm just saying that's why. If you go, who did this? Who was this was years ago. I can't remember who it was that did the logic on actually if you Buoyant Route it left, right, left. That is it here? It's not here. That it is the quickest possible route. I can't remember who did those numbers, and I agreed with them. But if you're going off percentages, it's the wrong play. If you're going off strictly percentages, the lowest percentage chance chests are the Armos chest and the 4 on the right. Those are the lowest percentage chances. So you do those last. Hell, I think even Tile Room is a much higher chance than that. I don't remember what Tile Room is, though.
I'm very curious where this one turns up now.
Well, speaking of Tile Room, we're 1 of 4.
Uh-huh.
Aries never done this before. He's just winging this. He has never once done Ice Armos like that. It's like he's a noob. Ah, there it is. Vanilla.
Yay.
He's looking for a sword, which he's not going to find.
Yeah, either that or silvers.
Yeah. So a good chance we're going to see Master Sword Silverless here at the end.
Still don't think anyone's going to catch up.
I mean, it's very fucking unlikely because, Tenant top right, she still has to go do Hera. Like, no one's going to be in GT. Ares already on the climb.
Just because we want them for content.
Like, Ares going to be 2/3 the way up the climb by the time anybody else gets in GT. Oh, why did Magno get silvers? Oh, that's interesting. I unfortunately I closed Magno's stream. Let me pull that one up. Thieves Town, okay. Oh, he's turning in. Wait, what are you doing right now? Did you just do? Oh
I'm
God!
trying to think where else they could even be at this point because
no pod. He did pod because he just turned in Green Pendant too. So it's either in Thieves Town or it's in pod. It's one or the other.
Yeah.
Which again, no one's gonna fucking get. So we know he's doing Master Sword Silverless, and he's got like a 4-minute lead or 3-minute lead probably at least. But
how many Ganon falls is that?
how many Ganon deaths is that? That's more important.
That works too.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the fall's kind of the same, and Is Jem around? Because can I say it? Last time we joked about it, I didn't realize that he had done it again. Do you remember that? That was SGL last year, wasn't it? I made that joke. It was 2 years. No, it was 2022 SGL. Mm-hmm. I was doing comms with Clearmouse, and or no, was I doing comms with you?
I think it might have been us. I definitely remember him falling, but I don't remember him. I don't remember it costing him the match again.
I remember because obviously the first time it happened was at it was an SGL event. And,
the first time was 2019, the very first SGL.
Yeah, they were approaching Ganon, and I made that joke. And I think Clearmouse was there, and Clearmouse said, "Whoa, too soon." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" And she's like, "It just happened again." It's like, "Oh,
oops."
I was like, "Oh shit!" I mean, careful, Ari. You don't have lantern, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Howard Middle.
Nice. Exactly what you want.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna like 104 this probably. 105. 104. 104 to 105.
So that's not too bad.
Depends how evil Agatu is. Is he gonna hover this? He's gonna hover this. I hate people so much. Look at that.
Yeah, he had it. The Moldorm had it out for him though.
Yeah, I hate people people are so good at this shit. Once again, do not go far after this is over. We are going to have a nice little... Call it a powwow? I don't know what you want to call it. So.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
Aw, damn. Unlucky.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. One more.
There he goes.
Stupid Aga.
Yeah, that'll happen. So, well, I don't think you're going to squeeze 103 in here. I think 104 is 104 is there. It's there. That was a pretty good Aga. So 103 with Master Sword Silverless, I would be shocked. This just takes too fucking long.
Just need a clean fight. Nothing crazy.
Ari knows. I mean, you can hear him talk. He knows he's in the lead.
Yeah, he basically said exactly what he needs.
Yeah, he knows he's in the lead here. Yeah, I did turn off everybody else's, but that's not a good way to start, dude.
Might not want to get hit by that trident.
Yeah, he's in the wrong spot too. This is that shit spot with Ganon. Okay, but he did go to 2, so that's 2, 3. He's gonna squeeze a 4th in and go through the gap. Nice job. His 5. He's doing it like a champ. Get in. Oh, Jesus. 6, 7. He does have a fairy.
Not great.
He does have a fairy, and he's got a blue. So that's 9, 10, 11. I think that's 12. Oh, slick as fuck, dude.
Damn, these bats.
Yeah, he knew. Did you see him squeeze that gap? That's sick. That is sick, dude.
Yeah, this guy has fought Ganon a couple of times in his life, I'd say.
Damn you, Eric. That's fucking stupid, man. Well, he still has a blue. Even if he misses Torch Glitch, which he won't, it's Airy. He won't miss this. He does this literally 5 times a week with Fire Rod.
Yeah, it's
okay, it's in Base Town. Look at that. We figured that out now.
All right.
No.
Uh-oh.
I take no claim. I take none of that. So I think this is 7. but he's off center now. He's gonna have to he's gonna have to reset this, yeah, because it's gonna be there. He goes, got a good reset, so he can get 8 and 9 in here. He could restart this and still be okay, but I mean, this is significant. He's on he's on 9 right now because he's gonna have to burn a blue here as well. He's gonna get 10. This might be 11. I might be off by 1.
It's not as great as it could have been, but
this is 11.
It'll still be enough.
I think this is 11. 12. Now reset. Squeeze 13 in to get the left torch. Right torch out. 14. That's his last one. 15. Burn your blue. Lucky has the blue. He's still handling this like a fucking champ. 16. 16 still. Ooh, he's gonna miss. Oh!
Don't do that.
17. I think that's 18. 19. 20. 21. Right the light. Right torch. Do that. Oh god.
Jesus.
22.
Stop doing that.
Okay, it was 24.
There we go.
Jesus Christ on a crutch.
That should have 100% cost me.
You got it. Oh,
GG is that was way more exciting than it needed to be.
Jesus Christ! Hold on, I'm gonna pull him in here if he wants to come in. That was nuts. Oh man, that was crazy. Let me give him a. That was nuts.
That was definitely a crazy fight, yeah. Some of those movements and then the like off rhythm Ganon at the end and stuff, jeez.
Dude, GG, that was crazy.
I never sweated harder in my life, I think.
That was something, gee.
I gotta say 2 things. One, that was, I mean, you're threading the needle like 4 times. You're the 12th spin through the fire nets to go to the left was chef's kiss.
Thanks.
That and again, that's watching. We are gonna do a little thing here at the end. You definitely don't want to miss it, unless you don't care about people ranting. But anyway, GG Airy. I don't know what to say. You skipped a lot, didn't you?
Yeah, I mean, I skipped Fu. That's mostly it, right?
Yeah.
Like, not doing left side swamp. I think that's pretty defensible, especially in a race like where you just want to win this, right? So
yeah.
you can't be that thorough.
Yeah.
And I think after you find Bombos, you're not gonna do Helma. Like, I don't think those are the 2 big things.
Yeah, I think a couple people did it just for the green pen it turned in as well. But yeah, I don't. Most people skipped it at that stage. A couple people, that was their go, or at least it was close to go. Was that actually? Yeah, that would have been go for a few people because it was Meyer. So we kind of stopped watching some of the other feeds when we realized that you were like 4 minutes ahead. Tenet is probably going to get second. She had information that you didn't before you, but just your routing was it was clean as shit. So
the only thing you really missed out on, Airy, that you might have probably wanted is the sword at Pyramid Ferry, because you're definitely not getting the sword that's at Lumberjacks, right?
Yep.
So that was the
there's a sword at Lumberjack?
Yep.
10 out of 10.
Yes.
yeah, Lumberjack and Pyramid Ferry were the other 2.
What was the other 5-6 then? Was it Swamp or Hera?
It was Eastern.
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 I knew Eastern was the one.
It was that Swamp. It was Swamp.
Swamp. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, it was early.
No,
It was
I
early.
was never gonna do that.
You were close because you got the you had Bombos already, or you got it just after, and then you already had Kane, so you went straight into into ice. So
yeah.
So
yeah.
So how does it feel? You get to carry this title till the end of time. No one is going to take this away from you.
You were saying
I
earlier.
can't believe that I have become the casual boots guy instead of Jim.
I know. He never played in any. I think he played in one or two of the qualifiers. Oh, actually, change it. He won one, but he wasn't able to attend.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, actually, I think there was one of those weird ones where we had the top two, neither one of them could do it, so we had to go without. But, well, hey, you can throw some shade at him now, and just say,
I mean, Jim's too good. That's the problem. Like, then again, I have too much respect for the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Telefor and I crushed him in spoiler keys.
Did you?
So I guess, yeah. So I guess I can throw some shade in that, but I don't know. Like, we're too evenly matched in those things.
The one I was most disappointed with is the fact that Blaine was busy today and couldn't make it.
I know he hopped into my chat for like one good luck.
He jumped in. Yeah. He jumped in here at the very beginning to ask what everyone was drinking and then left. So
yeah, okay. Well, yeah, classic Blaine.
Yeah, that's Blaine for you. Does Tennis still have her? Yeah, she does. Okay, good. So yeah.
Yeah, GG's, Eric. You are now the eternal Cas Boots champion.
Oh, in fact, let me give you some flair. You get to have this flair for the next month.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you get to have a little bit of flair. Where's your user at? There we are. And let's give you. Why am I having a problem signing you this? I'll do it later. It'll be fine. I'll sign it later. But yeah, I'll get you.
Something to replace the red that I lost after I left the Discord for a bit because of the whole fast drum stuff.
Yeah, there was that whole thing.
Yeah.
So.
And here I am. I can't leave. You're here forever.
Yes, yeah. Now you can't go. You're stuck. So, but yeah. So again, it's clean as fuck. I can't. Jesus, you're 6 minutes up. Tenet's just about ready to finish here. I thought it was going to be closer to 4 minutes, but it would have been like 6 minutes or 6 or 7 minutes if you hadn't missed Torch Glitch.
Yeah, it would have been pretty nuts.
I apologize, by the way. I totally did say right before that it's he does this 5 times a week. He's not going to miss Torch Glitch. I totally said those words.
I think I was also talking about, well, I better not miss Torch Glitch because that with Master Sword. Really
yeah, we were listening to you. We had your audio on the climb. We were listening to you, and you said, as we were saying it, it's like he knows he's ahead. You were saying like, oh, you felt good about it. You pretty much knew you were ahead at that stage. So yeah, it's like I think you had a really clean route, and there's I believe that's Tenet's. Is that going to be second place? I believe it's going to be. I'm watching the.
So what happened to everybody else?
Just behind it all.
So
not going to pod or what?
There's a couple of things. Yep. There's Tenet. I think it was just order. It was just the order of events, and yep, there's flipped right behind. So there's 1, 2, and 3. It was just the order of events. I mean, you got to skip all of Village. We saw a lot of people do Purple Chest. The Eastern Dip, a lot of people did the Eastern Dip. A lot of people got the bow early.
I can imagine that, yeah.
Yeah. And we were actually concerned that you were going to miss the window to get the bow. And luckily you were able to squeeze it in there. I mean, you didn't double up a single dungeon. So, except for Hera. Right.
Yeah, okay. I mean, that was like in front of Skullwoods, right? It's overworld.
Yeah, it was. You had Moon Pearl first. You had Mitz first. Okay. You had Kane first. I mean, it lined up perfectly.
You had the hookshot first, even though that didn't really help you too much. But it made getting over to Eastern Death Mountain a little less annoying, I guess.
Yeah. It means that I didn't have to worry about hookshot cave.
Yeah,
exactly.
I mean, I was going to hover it anyway, but it makes it faster for sure.
Yeah. No one else bunny walked that. So, you're the only one that I saw that's bunny glitched. So,
okay.
I mean, it just kind of worked out. It's like, wow, this is a great route for this one. So, I'm actually amazed looking at your thing. You got a 136. I was expecting lower than that.
I mean, a lot of it is GT, right? Like I basically full cleared the thing.
Yeah.
So that's like 26 checks.
Something like that, yeah. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you even checked up above, so.
Yeah.
Yep. So and there's Humbo and Jamo both finished as well. So people are cycling in, but yeah, I mean that's casual boots in a nutshell right there.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
you catch the
If
and
you,
you're done in no time.
if you hit the route, it just feels so straightforward, right?
Yep.
Like, oh yeah, this is just the highest percentage play, and if the item is there, then
Yeah.
it just feels insane.
If you had the spoiler for it, you would route that almost identically. Like I can't imagine what you would do differently.
Yeah, it just worked out really nicely for you, Ari. Where it just, when we were watching it as well, it just, I don't know, it just all fell into place, kind of.
Yeah.
Obviously, your execution helps a lot.
God, you make me sick. You make me sick, man. You really do sometimes. The way that you execute this is like, fuck, man.
Yeah, feels good.
Yeah.
I'm not as like I'm more NMG based right now.
Sure.
So like random execution like feels a bit sloppy sometimes just because of like the difference between fast run and slow
Fast
run.
ROM. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You're used to it. You're just used to not having to deal with it. So
Yeah.
yeah, that makes total sense. So
But overall, yeah, climb was good.
yeah.
Like, and that's really where you like see the differences as well.
Yep.
Like if you have a good climb versus losing half a minute.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think you were saying in the beginning too, just like we were, this is basically over after escape, and since your escape was great, and
you were first out of escape. Yeah.
We called it after 5 minutes, basically.
Yeah, we were right. We could have just turned the stream off. Would have been fine.
Yeah, we don't need to do the whole rest of the hour.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So, all right, dude. Well, we have a rant to do here. So, and I'm sure people are just biting their tongues, just waiting to hear what the fuck we have to say. But
I'll hack the heck off.
yeah. So again, GG man, I gave you your flare. You'll have that flare for the 4 weeks. So
Excellent.
enjoy it, flaunt it proudly.
I will. Thanks so much. and again, thank you so much for the whole ladder. Like,
Of course, dude.
like the past couple of years have been great, and you've made a great contribution to the whole random community. So thank you so much.
Yeah, appreciate it. And I'll get to take a big giant shit over some of the community here in a few minutes. So,
all right,
great.
Well, have an enjoy.
Thanks, Harry. Yeah, GG. We'll catch you later. All right, so we'll watch our last person here finish. That was who's at the bottom right now? Skip Rush. Let's Skip Rush down the bottom.
Skip Rush, yeah.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so yeah, are you guys ready to talk? You want to talk a little bit?
I'm very curious about this.
Well, I mean, you kind of have an idea what's about to happen.
Yeah, of course. We've talked in private before, but
Yeah. So, you know what? I'm even gonna hold on. I'm even gonna turn my camera on for this. I think this deserves.
Oh damn.
This deserves. Actually, let's. Where are we at here? Where's my human cam? I have cat cam and an Uman cam. This is Uman cam. There's Uman cam. Hi, everybody. In fact, I have cat with me, so cat with Uman.
Oh, that's such a bummer. I can't see that.
Oh, you can't, can you? Yeah. I turn the stream on. You'll be able to see it. So.
Yeah, I will. I'll turn this off and turn the stream on.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm here in my my lovely robe, which is my thing. So, so anyway, a couple things I want to get cleared up here, and I'll make sure that this gets posted as well for those that didn't get a chance to see it. No secret, obviously the ladder's got about 4 weeks left in its life, and then we're shutting it down. Let's talk about the good first. Let's talk about the good. So we started this 5 years ago? It was COVID. It was right at COVID. So yeah, it's 5 years ago. It was March into April of 2020, which I guess we hit it perfectly, didn't we? We decided we did all this shit that just landed perfectly where no one could leave the house. So they were stuck inside doing rando races.
Disclaimer: we had nothing to do with COVID.
We did not start COVID. We've been persecuted to no end about this. No, it's not the first time that's been brought up. And it's been a success. I mean, and let's face it, it's been a good success over the last 5 years. And considering that we had caught all the slack early on by spend your time on something that will actually work. Remember, if that happened. I'm very pleased with the way that things ended up, the way that things went. No secret that we've said several times that this relaunch that we did this last year almost didn't happen. And we were prepared to shut down Ladder last winter. So again, the good, I think as a whole, good success. Hopefully, whatever fills this void will be just as successful, if not more successful. I'm not going to talk about any possibility of anything down the road. There is stuff out there that we know about, and we're going to wait for the proper time to talk about it, and it's not today. And yeah, as a community as a whole, I mean, I've been doing this since 2017. Met a lot of people, both online and in person, doing the SGL stuff. I mean, shit, Herfy, twice, right? We've been to two SGLs together. And yeah, a lot of good people out there. A lot of good people. Like 80% of the community. It's a big community. Keep that in mind too. How big this community is. Like 80% of this community is awesome, and they're fantastic people, and yeah, that's great. And I know that as a whole, we're at kind of a lull because things are kind of stale right now overall. Just the state of the game and all that, things are a little bit out. They're a little bit stale. But yeah, that's. I'm very pleased with the way that they were ending things. The intention was not to relaunch and then close 6 months later, but it is what it is, and we'll get into the reasons why. Herfy, I want you to take the floor, say what you want to say about whatever, and then we'll get into the good stuff.
All right. I don't really have anything prepared, but first and foremost, I want to say, as many other people have said, and as people in chat are currently saying, thank you for putting all this together, putting the work in. I remember the first SGL where you were together, you had a little like emergency suitcase kind of thing with you that had like a laptop and whatever in it, where you were worried that something might happen to the ladder while we were both gone. So you always wanted to have something, at your side to restart the server or get LazyKit back up or whatever. And I think, as someone who's been involved from almost the start, I'd say really not very actively, more in I don't even know what I would call myself, like an advisor role maybe. But as someone who's been around for the whole thing, I think it's amazing what you've put together here, and that you put so much time in it. And I think you're taking a well-deserved leave, and I think it all went nicely. As far as I am concerned, I feel like we probably have a lot of the same views on things. My personal thing is I've always been I've never been much of a competitor in this game. I was never very good at the game, and I didn't really play it for a very long time actively. I've always been more involved on the admin side of things and like organizing stuff and helping out where my idiot stuff was needed, basically, or maybe not needed. I don't know. All I do these days is the SGL stuff, really, and adminning the ladder for the last month that it will be around, and that's fine. The thing is, with my involvement in the active game and the community waning, with the exception of SGL, my interest in the whole thing has also kind of waned. I'm still around because I have like my online life is in this community basically. Like all my or most of my online friends are in this community, and I enjoy hanging out with them or talking to them or doing whatever. But the game itself, I don't really care that much about anymore. I've really lost track of a lot of things. I don't know many of the new glitches and whatever else, all the stuff that's happening in the community. It's kind of beyond me at this point, which makes me a little sad because, it makes you feel like an old man who's kind of aged out of. It's like when I'm talking to 16-year-olds today, and I'm like, what the hell are you even saying?
Yeah.
So that makes me a little sad. But other than that, I think, yeah, I don't really have too much to say. As I said, I think a big thank you to you. It was a pleasure to work with you. I think I'm gonna miss our random chats where we just, started talking shit about whatever we were thinking about. But we're still gonna be in contact. You're not gonna disappear from the
No.
face of the earth.
No. And yeah, for those wondering, we have our admin channels, and boy, those will be released to the public. Um, no, and I do appreciate that, and it's you cut yourself, you sell yourself a little short when it comes to what you do and what without you there, I have nobody to bounce ideas off of, and just the ability and having somebody there to just come up with an idea and then just throw it at you, and to get good, bad, whatever feedback is enormous, because that's like you're literally the only one. So, it's not like we have a competent ladder president or anything like that. So, but no, there's that. But yeah, okay. Talk about the bad. Hold on, let me get another drink here. So, been asked a couple of times in private why. Like, why is it going down? Why are we killing this? It's time I want to make this public, because once ladder is gone, you're not going to see me much. I'm not disappearing. I'm just going away from this community for the most part. Because ladder's self-sustaining. Like, I've got most of the ladder channels muted right now. Like, it's self-sustaining. I could set a schedule, and unless I needed to do something manual, like if the API goes down or anything like that, if it just runs, it's a well-oiled machine. It will just continue to run indefinitely. Like, I don't need to do anything. It's not like it's a hard job at this point. The only thing that I've had to do, with a few random exceptions of restarting things and maybe manually changing a few things, where like the Discord API goes down, we have to manually change something. The only thing I've had to do is make schedules. Making schedules is easy. It takes like an hour. And then listen to everybody bitch that they don't like the schedule. So the question comes down to why. Like, if it's an automated system that just runs, why are we killing it? So I said just a few minutes ago, like 80% of the community is awesome. This is one of the situations where the other 20% of the community is fucking awful. I've been around a lot of online communities. I've been around some of the worst communities. Like, I played World of Warcraft for a lot of years. And I don't think there's a more toxic, horrible community in this world than the World of Warcraft community. They're just abysmally bad. But over the last 5 to 6 months, I've spent time in some of the other communities online that are closely related to this. The last month or so, I spent a lot of time in the Z1R community. Over the past couple of years, spent a lot of time with the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise community. I'm not calling anybody out specifically, but I don't want to. Again, I don't want to insult somebody very specifically when I say this, but there's a lot of just horrible motherfuckers in this community. And it's a small percentage. It's a couple of percents that are just bad people. We have had so many issues with having to deal with cheaters and dealing with people that just publicly go after other people, either, again, directly or indirectly behind the scenes, and we just happen to hear about it so many times. And I'm sorry, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of every other week getting a message from somebody saying, oh, I think so-and-so is cheating, or you might need to look into this guy because he was an asshole after his stream. He ranted for 45 minutes. Sometimes those are the same people, magically enough. I'm just sick of it. And this is one of those scenarios where we've spent the greater portion of 5 years, like the hardest things that we have to do from our side is deal with assholes, is deal with cheaters, deal with people that are just horrible to other people. And I'm sick of it. I'm just tired of it. And it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen elsewhere, at least not to the level that it happens here. And I've experienced that in some of these other communities over the last, couple of years where it's just like, wow, it's good people here. It's really good people here. And I've become jaded. And this actually happened just the other day in the Z1R community. I was asked from one of the members there to just give feedback on something as simple as a tracker that was being used. And I did exactly what they asked me to do. I gave them feedback, but obviously I don't have much of a filter when it comes to these things. And there's a lot of people that took it the wrong way. And I instantly realized, fuck, I am just so jaded because of the way that this community has made me. And the more and more I distance myself from it, the better I feel about it. So on that level, to the people, the people that constantly go out of their way to make themselves out to be the bad guy, you know who I'm talking about, and the people that cheat and try to come back to cheat more. There's no worse feeling in the world than having to banning somebody for cheating and then checking to see the next person that came in if they're that same person. We've had to do it multiple times, and going through the process of doing that check is horrible. It's the worst feeling, and I don't want to fucking do it anymore. So if you are that person that are just horrible people, you're just you do whatever the fuck you want, and you think that your shit doesn't stink. Congratulations. You are the reason that ladder is going away. And honestly, there's no other reason for it. There really isn't, because again, I don't have to do a lot of work to keep it up and running. Our patrons did a fantastic job of supporting the server costs. So there's not a single dime out of my pocket. Like, they were covering all of our actual costs that we were doing. The only thing that it took was my time. And I didn't mind putting my time into this. And I just don't want to do it anymore. So if you know somebody out there, and I know everybody listening to this knows somebody out there that I'm referring to, there's a few people that still race in this community that are not allowed to race in ladder because they thought that their shit doesn't stink. It's their fucking fault that this is going away. So if you want to point fingers and you want to tell somebody to their face, you're a fucking asshole, find those people and feel free to tell them just for me. Because I'm just done. I'm done with it. So, and it's a little painful, but again, the more I've spent, the more I've distanced myself from it over the last couple of months, again, the better I felt about it. So, it's a shame that we have to close this on those terms, but yeah, that's the reason. So, Herfy, you want to add anything to that?
I mean, I think you said it all pretty much. I think to sum my side of the whole thing up is I'm sad to see the ladder go away. but I completely understand where you're coming from. And I think if you don't feel good maintaining this and being part of this community anymore, or if you feel better being away from this community, then it is absolutely the correct decision. And yeah, if anyone has a problem with that, then they can go fuck themselves.
Thank you. You hit it. You hit it on the nose. You hit it on the nose. So, you know, again, it's again, it's a little bittersweet. But I don't think it's a mystery. And when we say what we say here, I think everybody has a good idea of not specifically the person, probably actually specifically the person or people that we're referring to, but the type of person that we're referring to. And it sucks.
Yeah, and I mean, you know, just to give a little more, I don't know, gravitas or a little more weight to what you were saying earlier. I think it's not a lie when I say there's probably, and there was probably an 80% chance that if we had banned someone for cheating or doing whatever on ladder, that they would come back and try to like evade the ban in some form or fashion within the next month.
We have a couple,
like almost everyone.
Yeah, we have a couple that in there right now. There's one in particular that we talked about, you know, the other day. We were unsure of. It's like it's probably this person, but we don't have proof to do it, and we don't generally indiscriminately just ban just because we want to. If that was the case, there would be a lot of people that wouldn't fucking be in there right now.
Right. And it's just, you know, at first it's kind of funny and it's fun to like hunt the weirdos and the cheaters. But after a while, it just gets draining and annoying, and you kind of lose faith in the whole thing. You know, as you were saying, it's a few bad apples that kind of ruin it for the whole batch.
Yep. That's exactly what's happened here. So I don't just get that out there. It's just one of those things. Again, it's a little bittersweet, but I'm going to miss parts of it, but for the most part, I'm just happy to get away. So, and that's what I say is like, I'm going to more or less, the only Discord channel that I'm still in, other than the latter one, is the main, and I'm probably going to stay in there just to see if something, you know, if announcements comes up, announcements change, that, you know, we'll see what happens there. But everything else, the plans are in motion. Like even the tracker's going away next month with it. So, like I've got things to do. Like I've got other things that I'm working on. Like I've been playing a lot of Z1R lately. And I've got my own personal projects that I'm working on. So like my time is going to be spent doing other things. So I'm not going to be bored, but, yeah. With a knife and a fork. Knife and a fork. So, all right. Hi, Kiva. I have a cat with me.
Oh.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what I wanted to talk about. So, I guess a good way to set it off, again, Ari, if you're still out there, congratulations on becoming the grand champion of casual boots of all time. The check will be in the mail, as they say, and yeah, I guess that's probably the last time this channel will be in use. So we still got about 4 weeks of ladder schedule up. I know that there was some talk about maybe sneaking in one extra race on like the weekend of last week. We might not. I don't know. I kind of don't want to extend things, but we'll see. If there's enough drive, then we would do something on that last Saturday. But that's 4 weeks left, and yeah. And then again, if there's something else that's going to fill the void, there will be some stuff that comes out probably in a couple weeks. There are other things I'm sure people know about it already, but we're going to wait a few weeks before we let it public from our side, just for reasons, not really great reasons, but for reasons. So. But it'll come out. So hopefully the void is filled. So, yeah. On that note, I guess I'm out. So I'm going to say goodbye. My cat here saying goodbye. And, Herfy, feel free to, close us out.
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, thanks to you, Donka. I mean, we'll stay in touch, so I'm not too worried about the whole thing. And thanks to all you guys who always supported us. A special big thanks to our Patreons who 2 or 3 years ago made it possible for me to attend SGL, which is still mind blowing to me that that's even a thing. I hope you guys find something at least equally as fun or fulfilling as the latter was. And I'll still be around in one way or another, so feel free to hit me up if you want to chat at any point in time. All right, have a good one, guys.